with another one. Going live real quick. Walking Hershey right now. Hershey, you gonna say what's good to MGT? Huh? Hershey. You gonna say what's good to MGT? Yes or no? Answer the question. You look funny when you get your hair cut. You know that, right? Usually his hair be like long. All right now. Let's finish this walk. Come on, let's go. This way. This way. That's one thing about Hershey. The thing is, they train this dog to run out here outside without a leash. That's the problem. So when he's on the leash and we're trying to go for a walk, he don't listen. But yeah, man, back again with another one, hollering at y'all like it's a FaceTime. We're gonna talk about it and wait for a few more people. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes. I'm gonna wait a couple more minutes, probably like another 3, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Please tell me you're gonna finally use the bathroom, brother. Melrose Beats, what it do, man? Look at this. Look at this young. The thing about Hershey, he be smelling like when other dogs be here too. So it's like I know what it is. All they do is just be marking their territory. But once you start spinning in a circle, you know he gotta go. Come on, let's go. So I want to talk a little bit about being aware of the image that you portray while on retention, okay? The image that you portray. The reason why I say you got to be aware of the image that you portray, because you're going to attract a lot of people that don't know nothing about spirituality, that don't know nothing about retaining your energy or meditating or eating healthy. You're going to be attracting a lot of people who don't know nothing about that. When you start dressing up nice, you know what I'm saying? Uh, Look at this nigga. He finally using the bathroom. This is disgusting, bro. And then he take forever to use the bathroom too. That's the thing. Go ahead and pick this shit up so we get this walk over with. This shit be so nasty. The perks of being a dog owner. Even though this is my sister dog. We really don't need to walk around, but we're gonna have to. Come on, let's go. God damn, bro. This dog do not like listen at all. That's the only reason why I don't have one. Trying to tell you, man. They like little kids for real. He like a little ass kid. When we go inside, I'm gonna have to wipe his butt. Cause he be trying to hop on the couch. It's a small dog, so it's okay. You feel me? You be on the couch. Sometimes you want to cuddle in the bed and shit with my sisters and mom and shit. Look, ain't nobody paying attention to you, bro. Let's just go for this walk. See, again, he's used to like being outside and not being on the leash. So, you know what I'm saying? I gotta discipline him and kind of teach him, like, bro, can't just be running out here like that. And it's an expensive dog too. This dog ain't cheap. The Shih Tzus got me carrying your shit. You don't pay no bills or nothing. It's like, goddamn, I gotta drag this nigga. But yeah, I was talking about, like, when I want to talk about it, it's like an image, right? Because as I'm doing these lives and doing these videos, I'm actually opening up a new chapter in the MGT legacy. And it's gonna be a little bit different because you know what I'm saying. I've learned a lot. It's like I kind of been to the top of the mountain and fell off. I'm not afraid to admit when I've fallen off and shit. Like I don't care. Dog, this shit stink, bro. This nigga always want to take a dump where the trash can ain't even that far. I mean, it's far. Like, you gotta walk with the bag and shit. Like, I ain't got time for this. Look at this nigga. Come on. Look, there go another version of Hershey. Throw this shit away. Come on, Hershey, let's go. She kind of thick though. I ain't gonna hold you. Did she hear me? I think she heard me. Oh shit. Nah. So yeah, what I was gonna say. Finally, get to the point. Um, yeah, when you retain your energy, bro, like you're gonna be magnetized, right? But you got to be aware of like the image that you portray. So, um, one of the, I'd like to say the golden eras of me like doing content was back in like 2021, going on to 2022. Because when I had just got my car, uh, my locks was locking, I was getting fresh cuts, I was on point. Uh, my favorite perfume that I used to use was a Versace Fire. Now, to some of y'all, to the perfume or cologne connoisseurs, that's probably like a basic type of perfume. Are you trying to use the bathroom again, bro? Nah, he just being nosy. Come on, let's go, man. But yeah, to the connoisseurs who know about cologne, you feel me? Uh, the Versace Fire, I don't know, that was just my favorite one to use. And as far as like the lotion and shit, I think it was like cinnamon pumpkin, and they only have those. You only get those lotions like in season. So apparently, you know, at the time I was a server, working at a restaurant or whatnot, worked around a lot of females. Which, by the way, I am going to be reacting to one of my most viewed videos live a little bit later. So y'all stay tuned for that. I think I think it got well over like 40,000 views or something like that. So I'm gonna like revisit that video and talk about how true some of the stuff I was talking about is. Um, and while y'all get coming into the chat too, make sure y'all hit that like button. It's free of cost. Do me that solid favor of hitting the like button only because it helps with the algorithm. Y'all not getting enough notifications when I go live, so every like helps. Hershey, come here. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. See, this collar too dang on big for this nigga. Stop moving, bro. Appreciate y'all. Definitely gonna help with the algorithm and stuff because they don't. I know the notifications gonna be popping up when I go live. But yeah, man. So while I was in my prime, so yeah, because again, you're gonna have different primes, bro. If you're in your 20s, you're gonna have a prime of age 20 to 25, 26. Then when you get to like 27, 28, 29, that's gonna be like another. Come on, let's go. That's gonna be another version of your prime. And then when you hit your 30s, you're gonna hit another prime, 30 to 35. You feel me? So keep in mind, like, and you're not even 40 yet. Like the new 40-year-olds look young as hell. God, this damn dog, bro. He don't listen. And I don't want to keep pulling him around like he a rag doll. So with that being said, one of my earlier primes, I had it all, bro. Had my own spot, car, the looks, the body. I was retaining my energy. Problem was, I was attracting women that wasn't spiritual at all, bro. Or they play like they were spiritual. So you gotta understand that, like, once you start having to change the goals and all that, like I said, I'm making these videos. I'm entering a new chapter. So when I get the VVs in my teeth and shit, don't say that Moody Starr switched up for the fame or nothing like that. That's something that was been planned. Feel me? When I had a Moody Starr chain and all that, I don't want people saying like, "Oh yeah, you done switched up for oh you done turned Hollywood now." Because the thing that I'm gonna say is, where was y'all when I was going through my shit? Where was y'all when I was going through my mental ups and downs or my, struggles of retaining my energy? You know what I'm saying? Nobody don't care about you until, like, up, you winning. And the thing about it is that, like, Matrix does a great job of putting people in high positions just because, like, they fit the description, they fit the image. A person that, like, kind of put himself out there, you just talk about 6ix9ine. The nigga, we know he ain't no gangster, but he portrayed that image. He had the tattoos, you know what I'm saying? He could, the fluctuation of pitch with his voice, wearing loud colors, the 6ix9ine, 6ix9ine, all that, bro, is a direct message to the subconscious mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's a simple game, bro. It's a real simple game. This is what I'm saying. You don't want to get caught up in just like looks and images. You want to maintain that like unique life force energy. I don't give a fuck if you got 10 million in the bank or if you got $0 in the bank. You got to be a real nigga regardless. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like a real dude or like somebody who's solid or whatnot is somebody who's always solid, whether they got the lights on or not, whether they got the crowd or not. And when you practice retention, bro, like you become a superstar by yourself without outside validation. You are a superstar right now, but you gotta walk in that energy. And you can't depend on women or depend on friends or you going out. You can't depend on that to validate you being a superstar. Now, if you don't want to be a superstar, that's you. It's cool. But I believe everybody, in a sense, is the main character. If you got a heart and it's beating right now, and you can go outside, you can breathe in fresh air and shit like that. If you're at work, you have the privilege of like actually making money and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, you are the main character. You got to remember that, like, you are the main character, regardless. You don't want to be an extra in somebody else's life. So what we need to focus on as we continue the retention journey is like understand the power of colors and numbers, but more so colors, bro. Colors are addictive as hell. colors, certain like different frequencies and colors, bro, can hijack your mind, and now you're addicted to Instagram because of the colors, or just because of like, oh, you put Instagram on dark mode, and now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's just like different things. Like I forgot the name of the documentary, but there's a documentary on Netflix, and it talks about how like they created social media. They actually used like the same tactics that they use in casinos, like flashing lights and free drinks and shit like that. That's like, that's how they get people addicted to going to casinos and shit. Literally the lights, the music, they don't want it to be like too bright. It's usually dark red, hellish type of colors that you would see in a casino. Now, if you look at a casino and then look at some of these apps like, Instagram, Facebook, but more so Instagram. Instagram right there, I feel like Instagram is like the strip club of social media. Like, for real, for real. I feel like Instagram is like the strip club of social media. So, the thing about it is, like, you can't get caught up in the colors and shit, but that's how they hijack the mind first. Colors, numbers, and then when you talk about a notification, when somebody likes your post or somebody shares your post or something like that, or repost it, once you get that notification, that's kind of like an endorphin hit that you get. It's like they start like a reward system. Showtime, what it do, bro? Donnie Bliss, what's good? Day 35, let's get it. We lit. But yeah, it's crazy. It's pretty bad, bro. Like Instagram and shit like that. So I noticed today that when I went on Instagram, I said, yo, Instagram. And the reason why I said that is because it reminded me of a female that I would go on there for all the time. Like, no matter how much I try to block her, ignore her, or anything like that, she actually, because I know she was on there and she was constantly like playing these energetic games, like, watching the story and, you know what I'm saying, reacting to posts and shit like that. It was kind of like, it was gratifying for me whenever she watched my shit. So when she didn't, it'd be like, damn, what the fuck? Why ain't you watching my shit? Like, fuck it. I'm gonna go see your profile and shit. So it became a game of seeing what was up with her. Like years ago when Twitter was like, before Twitter became X, it was like that with my ex-girlfriend. And my ex-girlfriend, her name was Cassie, and she actually looked like Cassie. She had lips like Cassie. She was bad as hell. She married now. But I remember how you doing, boss? I remember I got so obsessed with just trying to see what was up with her, like why she posting, just certain stuff. Like me and her would hang out, and she'll post on Twitter talking about, oh, I had a great day with my friends. It's like, bitch, you ain't talking about me. So it's a mind fuck, bro. Like, women wonder why like niggas be saying the craziest things online, because that's the only place they feel like they can exist at. That's just addictive as fuck. And then you got a lot of women posting provocative pictures and shit. So I was caught up in the mix, bro. So at one point in time, like Instagram became somewhat like, I don't know, it was just like one of them second nature ass like social media sites. I just sometimes go to check it out and see what's good. But it was always for like a light skinned bitch, bro. For me, that's my thing. That's my, light skinned, toxic ass female. So I realized that yesterday. I was like, yeah, I gotta dead that shit, bro. I gotta dead that shit. Like, my subconscious mind was too like addictive to just like wanting to see what was good with a certain female that I know, number one, I wasn't supposed to deal with, And number two, she knew she wasn't supposed to fucking deal with me either, but bitch, you following me, you got my number, you texting me, and whole time she just wanted to see what was good with one of my homeboys. You feel me? And whole time I could have been fucked her when I was in Atlanta. Could have been smashed. A lot of niggas be like, damn, why you ain't smashed? But it's like, I don't even rock that way, bro. Meaning like I'm not gonna, cause whole time she was dating my homeboy. You feel me? She was dating my homeboy and shit. So it's like when you retain your energy and shit and you portray like a certain image, bro, women who are in relationships sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they gonna try you. They gonna put you in a situation where it's like, damn, bro, let me test this nigga, or let me see, like, can I push the boundaries of seeing what's good? So, you know, I told myself, I'm glad that I recognized that I had I had this like addiction, and it's always a light skinned chick for me. It's always a light skinned chick. I don't know why. Put this dog in the house real quick. Give me 1 second, dog. My bad, y'all. Fucking out this apple real quick. We are chosen ones. We're not born to fit in. Stand out. Amen. Big move. See, the thing is, bro, I knew I wasn't supposed to fit in. I don't care. I'm not the typical YouTuber, bro. I'm definitely not. But yeah, bro, be aware of the image that you portray. Listen, when I get my goals, when I get my earrings, when I get my chains, I don't want to hear nothing, bro. This is why I'm paying attention to everybody who's in the chat right now. Because when I start going live and it's like more than usual, that be popping up, it's gonna be crazy, bro. No, he out here. Oh shit, there's a turtle. There go Pluto. Come outside, put in the grass a little bit, get some sun. So today, I get my little workout and stuff. I'm gonna have to take myself to school, bro. Take myself to YouTube University. There's some shit that I'm waiting for it to come through next month. So I'm very excited about that. When you on like retaining your energy, bro, your mind be so much clearer, dog. Like you ain't gotta worry about like chasing females, bro, because they're always gonna be there. You got put. I don't know who the other duck is. This duck, bro. This apple is busting. It's that apple crisp or some shit like that. Really, Pluto? What's good, G? What you on, gang? Listen, gang. I don't want to hear that, gang. First of all, gang, you ain't got no teeth to eat this apple. Nigga walk up on me every time, bro. You got a new friend. I don't know who that is. Keep your distance, nigga. You said, do you think the stock market and moon cycles correlate? Absolutely, bro. And shit, I don't even know the math or the science behind it, but I'm gonna tell you why it correlates. It correlates because the moon cycles affect human emotions. Human emotions essentially can be played out in different ways. So like if a motherfucker feeling some type of way, if they're feeling good about like a product or something like that, something that's going to possibly save them or something, stop. Not my finger. You gotta wait until I open my hand, bro. You be so overzealous to want to like eat food. You know the drill. You know you don't get the food. Stop. But not to answer your question, yeah, people shop emotionally all the time. The stock market is gonna fluctuate due to Thanksgiving and Christmas. You feel me? So yes, the moon cycle definitely does correlate for sure, and that's a intelligent way of looking at the market too, because people don't understand that planetary bodies affect us in so many ways. Nigga, back the fuck up. Wait your motherfucking turn. No. Pluto be ready, dog. Be ready to throw hands for this piece of little bread. Stop it. No, nigga. Here. Be quiet. Stop it. Wait. This nigga you just stole from me. You just took it out of my hand. You green, bro. That bread tastes kind of good. I see why you like it. Hey, nope. No, you can't get in. No, I got a fist. Last piece, bro. What? But yeah, bro. Like I said, man, don't get caught up in the image that you're gonna portray. A lot of a lot of people might think you're a dope boy. A lot of people might think that you're some type of like arrogant prick. You feel me? Regardless of the fact, be you. Whether you got the chains on or not. Whether you got a fresh cut or not. Whether you got the female validation or not, bro. Like you gotta be you regardless. This is how you can tell. Like I don't like when people depend on, and it's okay. You get what I'm saying? It's okay if that's your way of like uh having confidence by like what you wear and the clothes you got and how many girls you got. Then that's okay. Like I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. I'm just saying when you're dealing with a female, and think about it, a lot of these women are already dealing with guys that got a lot of money. A lot of these guys who got money are lames. And I'm not saying that they're lames. This is what females are telling me. They be like, bruh, a nigga with money, bruh, if they always telling me, oh, I'll buy you this and I'm gonna fly you out here or we're gonna go here, go there. They like that. That's cool. But now a lot of these women gonna look at them same dudes as like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to get a check off you every time. If I ain't gotta give up nothing, if I just gotta look pretty or whatever, or even if they gotta like fuck one time, like, come on, they're gonna get any and everything out of a guy. Because if a guy is just like saying like, oh, the only way I can validate myself is like by talking to these females and flying them out and buying them this and buying that, like, nah, you need to have the confidence before you have the money. Like, what happens? Let's say you got a lot of money, bro, and then you go bankrupt or some shit happens. Like, you know, does your confidence waver? You know what I'm saying? Your confidence can't waver just because you take a L, you take a loss. You know how many successful people took losses, loss after loss after loss, and yet somehow, some way, they still bounce back? This is the power of retaining your energy. This is the power of being resilient. You gotta learn how to be resilient at all times. Ain't that right, Pluto? Pluto, I ain't got no more food, blood. Listen, gang, you need to go back to 63rd, gang. We not from 64th, gang. We need to go back to 63rd. What you know about 64th? Huh? What you know about O Block? You know everything about O Block, don't you? Stop it. Stop it. Why you won't let me touch you, bro? You green as hell. But yeah, bro, so like I was saying, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, please, and thank you. It costs nothing to hit the like button. Super violate that like button. As what's the dude's, what's his name? Hassan, I forgot, but you know what I'm talking about. The dude from New York. He be like, you know the rules. When you come into my house, take your shoes off and super violate that like button. I like that. That shit's kind of hard. I'm gonna give him his credit. That shit's hard. When the nigga be like super violate the like button, I be like, damn, bro. Like, y'all New Yorkers is something else, bro. Y'all always trying to super violate some shit, bro. Even when it's a positive thing, niggas be like super violate this. But nah, I appreciate y'all. Coming through real quick. But like, if you just get into the chat, I was talking about like be aware of like how you portray like your image and stuff, because when you start glowing for real and the money coming in and you buying all the fancy jewelry, the cars and all that shit, you got the cologne, your hair is like up on point and everything, you're gonna be attracting a lot of worldly people who are just attracted to the image and not really attracted to the work. Like, it's a lot of women who are very beautiful, but it depends on what they did to get to that level of beauty or get to that level of success. Some women have been through a lot. They've been through a lot, bro. There's the dark truth behind success. Not everything that looks successful is actually successful. You see what I'm saying? Just because I have a YouTube channel and I have a voice, that doesn't mean like I have it all together in life. I don't. But at the same time, moments like this define me. You get what I'm saying? When you have nothing, when God strips you of everything, friends, family, luxury or whatever, and when it's just you, it's like, who are you? If you ain't get a haircut for a whole year, my nigga, of course you motherfuckers gonna look crazy as hell, but like, are you still that same person? Can you still be confident in yourself? Obviously you're not gonna be as confident and shit because you wish you could like be, fresh and shit like that. But put that all to the side. Like, what's the raw energy talking about? See, the reason why I can still have female attraction and not even look as fresh as I want to is because, again, women, when they look at a guy, they see more than the physical, bro. They see a lot more than the physical. They see the confidence. They see if you have a plan or not. You feel me? They see if like you have potential. Not all women, but you feel me? If you're dealing with a real female, like majority of them, again, like their intuition is heightened. They can tell when they're dealing with the dude who not only has money, but he has morals. Some dudes got money and got no morals. Some dudes got money and will say the craziest thing. Like what I'm about to talk about, what I'm about to say, it might trigger some people. But I got to talk about this shit because I was talking about it with my lady friend yesterday. And I seen something on Facebook, right? A girl had commented on Facebook and she said men shouldn't argue with women. Now again, this topic it might get a little triggering for some of y'all, you feel me? And again, I'm not trying to start no argument in the comment section. I'm not trying to start no whatever. I'm just simply telling you guys like what I see, right? Apparently the comment said men shouldn't argue with women. Can you stop? Move, man. My bad. Pluto tried to take a bite at my toe. Since when my toe look like bread, bro? Leave my toe alone. So you get hit with this damn slot. But yeah, so boom. The comment said, forgive me for this damn loud ass plane. But yeah, the comment said men should not argue with women, right? And it was a girl who posted it. Now at first I'm looking at the status like, okay, it ain't nothing. But then when I looked at the comments, it was about 280 comments, bro. And it had like 80 something reactions and about like 60 something shares or something like that. So I'm like, damn, why the fuck? A female literally said men shouldn't argue with women. And then when I look at the comment section, it's nothing but men talking mad cash shit. One comment that got my attention, I was just like, bruh. See, this is why like it's other men that make it harder for other men to deal with women. You feel me? Because there's a lot of like unresolved like healing that a lot of us men, we tend to like, you know what I'm saying, not go through. And I'm not gonna say that like everything that a guy says isn't warranted, because at some point in time, a guy has dealt with a female who was toxic and who was, going beyond the lines of saying like, oh, you a broke nigga or your dick is small. Like that's the two things women love to say when they're about to attack a guy. They say, oh, you broke or your dick is small. You're only doing this shit because your shit's small, whatever, right? One thing that I seen a homeboy said, he said, listen, I'm not gonna listen to or take advice from a female who has daddy issues or that never had a daddy in their life. Now, mind you, when he said that, a lot of people reacted to it. There was a lot of dudes reacted to it. It was like that toxic extra alpha male crowd, you feel me? That literally is saying like, oh, women need to be cooking and cleaning for us, and that's what it is. Like, the way how niggas be saying this shit, it just don't come off right to a woman, because a woman's not gonna want to submit when you're telling her, like, you're demanding her, oh, you have to be this way. Now, I agree with like what they're saying, but you don't have to literally say it with your words. Just, you have to attract that type of behavior. You have to make a woman be willing to submit. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said they just finished watching one of my videos. Appreciate you watching. But basically what I'm saying is, like, with that comment, it triggered like a lot of people in the comment section. So I was on the phone with my girl or whatever, and I told her, I was like, damn, bro, I just seen the comment that was kind of fucked up, and I see why, like, you know, women make it like, women, they go through a lot because niggas be saying some shit too now. I'm not gonna act like, you feel me, we ain't got ammo. Like, it's a lot of ways guys can, like, you know, talk shit about women and shit. And it's just like, I'm the type of person to talk shit, but I ain't gonna ever, you know, talk about like a specific gender and say like, oh, because you're a woman or because you're a man, da 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 da, and then say some type of like stupid ass stereotype or stigma. Now, I'll tell jokes about your zodiac sign and shit, you feel me? My mama a Virgo, but I can't stand Virgos. Virgos ain't shit to me. Someone said, let's be real though, they only be applying them rules to black women. I'm just saying. I mean, I can't argue with that. You know, I can't argue with that because we got to think about it. Like, shit, how many white girls grew up without a daddy versus how many black girls grew up without a daddy? And why? And then when you think about like why a kid grew up without a daddy, think about what situation them parents was in. Perfect example. Same girl that I was mentioning earlier that I could have got involved with. Mind you, God forbid if me and her had sex, I would have got her pregnant. And that shit would have been very, very, very toxic, very, very, very messy. Because that was my homeboy's ex-girlfriend. The whole time she did want to fuck. But what ended up happening was I stood my ground. I ain't crossed no boundaries. I have my boundaries. I even when she made it easy for me, I ain't crossed no boundaries, right? She ended up moving in with somebody else, got pregnant by that nigga. And mind you, me and her, like, we were still in contact and shit. But I was telling her, I'm like, bro, you know you about to break up with this nigga. You about to break up with him. And I'm not saying, and I wasn't saying that because, like, I wanted her to. I was saying that because, like, the way how she talked about it. I'm like, bro, you're talking about, oh, like, I wish he would talk to me more like how me and you be talking and stuff like that. And see, when you practice retention, you got that creative superpower. You can be on the phone with a female and you can make them have an out-of-body experience. That's the main reason why she was messing with me and she liked me, because of the non-physical energy that I was able to do. I still was able to penetrate her soul, get her pussy wet and all of that. But she wasn't experiencing that with that guy, because that guy, he's a police officer and he worked a lot. So he was the nigga with the bag. He literally was the nigga with the bag. And what ended up happening was he got her pregnant. She was like, damn, bro, I don't know if this is gonna work. She ended up getting pregnant by him and then leaving him. Moved away, moved out of state. So now I'm thinking about the son or the daughter that, like, she might have had or whatnot. I think she had a son. And it's like, how do you explain to your son about where your daddy is at? Like, what exactly happened? So you have a lot of people, like, shit, I was just talking to another female, a couple, like, I say about like last month or so. Me and her was talking and she told me about how, like, you know, how her mom took them from Puerto Rico and she just fled the scene. She didn't even give a chance. She didn't even give a chance for the father to be in her life. This shit happens all the time. Sometimes, like, as a woman, to be like, you know what, fuck that. I don't want to be with this nigga. I don't want nothing to do with him. I'm just gonna flee. I'm gonna, you know, with women, they could do that shit because, of course, you're gonna have family and shit that support them sometimes. And it's like, damn, bro. Like, now we're just repeating another generational curse. Same homegirl that got pregnant by the police officer or whatnot. She also doesn't have a good relationship with her current father right now. So, like, you see how, like, do y'all see, like, how, like, the trend continues when it comes to, like, broken homes and shit? You have a lot of women that be dipping out, but then it's like, because again, most of the time when a woman leaves, it's because they're probably with the guy who has a lot of money, but that guy doesn't have God doesn't have emotional intelligence. He doesn't give himself enough time to like develop. You said, what's this Virgo slander I'm hearing? We share the same planet. Nah, for sure, bro. Like when it comes to Virgos, bro, of course we share the same planet. Geminis and Virgos, we share the same ruling planet, which is Mercury. But yeah, my mama Virgo, bro. I just, it's like, it's a love-hate relationship with Virgos. Like I fuck with Virgos, but all right, put it like this. I'm cool with the male Virgos, but when it comes to the female Virgos, it's like they all like me, but I've never officially said, hey, me and you are together. And it's always been like, man, I fuck with you. I like how you think and stuff. But because I'm a Gemini with the Sagittarius moon, I like my freedom. I don't like confinement. I like to explore. I like to explore the spiritual realm. I like to meet people. I like to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing against Virgos, but it's just like I'm tired of y'all. I'm sick of Virgos. Cause y'all motherfuckers been in my life my entire life. My mama was a Virgo. One of my best friends was a Virgo. The two people that I was living with in Atlanta, they both was Virgos. The ones that was dating each other, they both was Virgos. One of our other roommates, she was a female. She was a Virgo. Guess what? I don't talk to near one of them no more. They deleted out my phone, out my life forever. You feel me? I only have like 2 Virgos that I'm cool with. I only got like 2 Virgos, and of course I got my mom that I got to deal with. But I think it's because, shit, I'm talking to another Virgo right now. Crazy that I say that. But the thing about this Virgo that I'm talking to now, she's not a typical Virgo. You would think she's a fucking Gemini. She has a Gemini rising with the Sagittarius moon, and she's a Virgo. So it's like, that's a crazy combination. Like I never met like another Sagittarius moon that was a Virgo. And if you know about astrology, then you know like that's a crazy big 3. But apparently, the Virgo I'm talking to now, shit, she more like a Gemini. And then when it comes to emotions, me and her is like twins, because we both got Sagittarius moons. That's that fire and passion. So, but yeah, bro, like, believe it or not, dog, like when it comes to like zodiac signs and energies, bro, I know some of y'all don't give a fuck about that shit, but like that shit is a big deal. It really is, because it's the planetary system. So whenever like the Earth is moving in orbit, because I don't know exactly how the solar system looks. I'm not gonna believe that the solar system that they put in the books is really what it is. I can't. And while you guys are coming in, make sure you hit that like button, super violate, just in case if you're a new viewer that popped up. I appreciate it. It helps out with the algorithm. This is the first time we actually got to double-digit likes. So let's see if we get to 20 likes, and then 20,000 likes eventually. But now, like, everything is energy, bro. Money is energy too. Somebody was just mentioning. Somebody said something about like the moon cycles. Does it affect the stock market? If the sun don't come up today, the stock market, I don't know why I butchered that, but the market will motherfucking crash. If the sun don't come up, if it's daytime, if it's like 10 o'clock in the morning and the sun is nowhere to be found, niggas ain't going to school. Niggas gonna wonder like, what the fuck is going on in the world? Why the sun ain't up? Or you know, and then when you talk about the moon pulls and it pulls and moves water. And humans are made up of what, 70% water? So when a full moon comes out, that's why like shit be going crazy. Motherfuckers be doing crazy shit. Sexual energy be high as fuck. Motherfuckers be trying to fuck all night long. That shit be crazy as hell when a full moon come out. So I would say, you know, definitely like when you have time, pay attention to the planetary systems and you know how it affects your body. If you don't know how to like look up your natal chart, it's simple. If you know the time that you were born, the day and the place, obviously, you can look it up. You can download something called CoStar, and then it can show like your whole planetary system. But you need time and patience to really learn that. You feel me? I've been slowly but surely learning about like astrology, like the learning about the houses, the combinations, what each house represents and stuff. But like some people don't have time to do that. You feel me? But a lot of women, believe it or not, a lot of women be into that astrology shit. So if you know about astrology, that's another topic of conversation you can have with a woman, just in case you wonder, like, damn, bro, like, is it gonna get boring, or like, would you get bored with me and shit? Because like, when you think about it, when you talking to a female, you vibing, you on retention, your energy is high. Like, put all the money and shit to the side. Let's say you do got money, you got time in the world, and y'all don't got to go to work no more because you just made $10,000 before 10 o'clock. If you don't, if you like, before you even spend that money, like, what can you do with your girl that's gonna be exciting or entertaining? This is why it's very important, number one, to give a female a space. Give a female space. Try to learn something that you didn't learn before, something where you can apply into your relationship. You see what I'm saying? So that way, when y'all have downtime, where it's like, okay, you even at the dinner table, y'all done got an expensive meal. You know what I'm saying? You done took her shopping and everything. What is the dialogue between that? Because again, if you ain't got no dialogue, if you ain't got no substance, a woman is, not all women, but some women will like suck you dry of all the money that you got, all the free meals that you got. Women love to eat just as much as they love to have sex. The same endorphins that be lighting up in their mind when they're eating food. This is why they can eat crab legs and all that shit all day and be fine. It's like they're catching an orgasm through eating food. So again, a female could finesse a nigga out his energy. Free money, free food. She's still gonna get like that little body orgasm and shit, and she not gonna let you fuck. This is why it's important, bro. Like, so if you talk about astrology, for example, if you know about astrology and you're at the dinner table and shit like that, the conversation could get so good that you forgot, like, damn, I'm out and I'm eating food and shit. Like, I'm just, you feel me? Wherever it is, whether y'all about to go to sleep on the beach or something, y'all probably went out and got an Airbnb. Again, this is all like, when I start traveling and doing that shit, have an Airbnb, I don't give a fuck before we even go shopping and shit. Like, what you got between your melon? Like, what's going on in your mental? I need to know that. That's what I require, because if I'm practicing retention all day, when I'm putting work in on myself, I am researching and I am understanding the female's mind, understanding the human mind, understanding psychology, understanding like mass hypnosis of colors, numbers. You know what I'm saying? You can never run out of stuff to talk about, or you can never get bored in a relationship if you are constantly learning something every single day. Give them space to learn something every day. I guarantee you, bro, you can get why do you think, all right, so put it like this, bro. The one superpower that I know for a fact that guys develop, and this is just more so guys, if you get locked up for about 2-3 years, bro, you gonna learn how to talk. Your biggest superpower is like what you say. Your biggest superpower is discipline. Your biggest superpower is working out. But more in particular is what you say and how you say it. So when you get them phone calls, but your ass turn into like a goddamn, your ass turn into Barack Obama and shit. You feel me? Like, you just start saying, like, because you have nothing but time to yourself and creative energy, dog. And again, like, I wouldn't wish prison or jail on nobody, but God forbid if you happen to be in a situation like that, or if you look at some of your peers that have been in situations like that, the gift of the gab, bro. If you don't know how to speak up, all you gotta do is, your superpower is speaking. If you don't speak up, if you're timid, motherfuckers gonna have their way with you. If you don't speak up, if you don't stand up for yourself, and it's not like you going in there and you beating on your chest like, yeah, I'm the baddest motherfucker in this bitch. Like, nah, bro. Like, it's motherfuckers walking around soulless in that motherfucker. Soulless. World and shit. So God forbid anybody get into a situation like that. Your biggest superpower is your brain and how you speak. So when they on the phone, they talking to these females, they can finesse a female to keep a female on their line for about 2-3 years, just by what they say. The number one thing that one of my mentors used to tell me, and he still tell me to this day, mental stimulation before penetration. If you ever gonna want to have sex with a female, bro, you have to stimulate their mind first. You have to learn attraction. I asked my girl, I don't know why I'm calling her my girl, but I'm just saying, for lack of a better term right now, I asked her, I was like, do you think attraction is permanent? Like, if you are actually attracted to somebody, is that something that never goes away, or does it die down? Like, y'all think about that. Is attraction permanent? Because in my humble opinion, I don't think attraction is permanent, bro. Attraction is something that you work on every single day. You either build an attraction or you're losing attraction with your partner. And this is to anybody who might be in a relationship right now. Like, again, I'm not no relationship guru, but I understand. I learn vicariously through people, bro. I always hear like people who've been married for 10 years, 8 years, bro. Niggas literally get lazy. Both parties get lazy, but it start off with the guy. Usually it's the guy that's working out. Hey, baby, we're gonna go to the gym 3 times a week, and you know it's like that. It's shit sweet for like the first year, 2 years. After that 3rd year, motherfuckers get lazy. They don't want to go to the gym no more. You know what I'm saying? He not sleeping in the same room as her no more. Like, shit just, like, you feel me? Shit just get dry, and shit just becomes a thing of like, well, I want, you know, the guy is like, man, I want to try something new. Fuck it. She not trying. She not working out. Well, she really probably not working out because you stopped working out, my nigga. So I'm not saying that like it's necessarily like the guy's fault or the girl's fault, but at some point in time, both parties usually get complacent, and usually they're depending upon each other. Okay, we got this rent together. Okay, we sharing this car and shit. Okay, we got 2 kids together, so we have to deal with each other. So it becomes, it goes from like being in love and having a partnership to like being stuck with a motherfucker. Like, you gotta deal with this. The mother of your child. You gotta holler at her. You gotta talk to her. You gotta see her. You gotta be like, damn, did Johnny eat today? And people they feel like they become enslaved to the situation because they can't leave their kid hanging. And all of that, you know where all that shit started from, bro? It's a couple things. Sometimes when you feel like you in love and shit like that, it's like you really got to question. You got to really question, like, even if you are in love, like, do you see yourself being with this person for 5-10 years at a time? And that's almost impossible to see because people change every day. Pluto getaway. Pluto look like he about to like attack my foot, bro. Say what's good to the chat. Say what's good to the chat. You over here listening to this conversation? Add your 2 cents, blood. Yeah, that nigga reading the comments for real. Look, he's like, oh shit, motherfuckers. Oh, this nigga really live. I didn't know this nigga had a YouTube channel like that. Let me see the comments. That nigga really looking into the comments like, wait, is that me or like, what the fuck? Pluto, funny as hell. But yeah, bro. So it's like it's a lot of situations that's out there, bro. Like somebody said Scorpio Sun Gang. Shout out to all the Scorpios. I know y'all season almost over. So either happy belated birthday or a happy early birthday or happy birthday today to you. Because I think we got like 2 more days and then it's gonna be Sagittarius season. But yeah, bro. So again, bro, like a lot of that starts like when you talk about like broken homes, or you talk about like people who just, it's like you gotta be careful with your energy, bro. I've been fortunate enough to, you know, God has like blessed me and kept me. Like I said, I should have about 2-3 kids walking around this motherfucker right now, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it wasn't in my cards to have kids right now, at least. And a lot of the options as you get older, I know I used to talk about this all the time. I used to say, man, like I don't want to settle for a female who already got kids. But then again, it's like, shit, I'm kind of getting up there in age, bro. And if I'm finna deal with a chick, look at this nigga, dog. He's eating some of the pear that I left. At least you eating your fruits. This nigga's funny as hell. My bad, y'all. But yeah, I got just getting my feet in the grass. I really should have had my shirt off and shit, but it's kind of a cool breeze going on right now too. So I'm still get some sun in a little bit later. But yeah, bro, like it's a lot of situations, bro. Like if you 18, 19, 20, bro, because again, I know I have a lot of young people that be watching my stuff. Nigga, cherish being single, number one. You ain't gotta force yourself to be in no damn relationship, bro. And if you think about a relationship, think about 5 years from now. Can you see yourself with that person? 5 years or 6 years from now, some of the small, red flags that you see now, can you deal with it 5, 6 years from now? Like, how would you be able to deal with it? Is this person mature enough, to deal with having uncomfortable conversations? You see what I'm saying? Other than that, bro, everything has an expiration date. Everything has an expiration date. And again, sometimes people be in a situation and it's like they can't